Alright, Shalom Makiam. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash. Alright, double honors go out to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom wa barakim to you brothers and sisters out there. Alright, just an in-transit lesson on the way home from work. You know, I'm on the highway, caught in some traffic. I figured I might as well just go ahead and do it now instead of later. You know, and I basically just wanted to touch on the topic of there's no F-U-N in prophet. All right, and what I mean by that is, you know, especially Apostle Kabar, you hear him going to, you know, this thing is not about entertainment. It's not about having fun. It's not about enjoyment. All right, now, as you've heard, you know, Apostle Tahar and all the other, you know, apostles, elders, and brothers, you know, even here in Nashville, we say, you know, you got to have fun with this thing. But you got to understand that there's a difference between having fun with this thing and making this thing all about fun. All right. We didn't come into this church, into this ministry to have a good time. All right. Because the reality is, if you're seeking entertainment and pleasure and basically fulfilling, you know, your fleshly desires, you know, just basically bullshit, joking around all the time, then you came to the wrong place. All right. You came to the wrong place, man. We can't be in that party like it's 1999 spirit. Yeah, you fellowship with brothers. You might have some drinks, get some chicken, whatever, you know, but it's all in the spirit, right? And there's still always going to be spiritual conversation, like Apostle Rakah always says. You know, everything that you talk about, you might talk about women or sports or whatever, you know, but it's always going to end up going to the spirit somehow. A brother's going to go from talking about a woman to you know, bringing out a scripture that, you know, it's always tapped in. It's always connected. All right. And then even you go fellowship, might be 1 o'clock. You got a beer in your hand, but you're having a very spiritual conversation about, you know, about things that the body needs to work on, or that you got to do it. You know, brothers know what I'm talking about, man. You know, you've been there. I've had many of those, bro. Many of those. Many late night talks that ended up being some of the most impactful conversations I've ever had in the spirit. All right. But this thing is all about growth. This thing is all about, you know, working out your own salvation and, you know, teaching the flock. All right. We're not here to, you know, have frat parties and get drunk off our ass and go to strip clubs. And we're not here to do that. You know, so if you're looking for entertainment, you come to the wrong place, all right? Because the reality is, being a prophet is a big responsibility, all right? Like Spider-Man said, with great power comes great responsibility, right? So being a prophet isn't cool. Being a prophet isn't enjoyable in the sense of, you know, day-to-day life, all right? You constantly have to battle demons within your mind, all right? You constantly have to battle, you know, scoffers, people talking shit, you know, gainsayers, right? You constantly got to deal with stressful situations. All right, all manners of diverse things. You know, you got people meme mugging you when you out there teaching, people making fun of you. Shit, pretty soon you're gonna have persecution. So which one of these things is entertaining or fun to you? Right? Scriptures talk about in Hebrews 11. Towards the end, it talks about prophets and all the trials and torments and things that they went through. The men of old, the prophets of old. You see, there's nothing fun or enjoyable about being a prophet. All right. Now, it's a very honorable, you know, thing to be a prophet. All right. You know, it's a very rewarding job, but it also takes, you know, it takes a lot of sacrifice. All right. Now, sacrificing. If it was fun to sacrifice, it wouldn't be a sacrifice, would it? If I got $100,000 and a brother asked me for $10,000, I'm not really sacrificing. You see? Now, if I got work at 5 in the morning and I'm asleep, it's 2:47 a.m. and a brother call you up and say, hey, I'm stuck or whatever, can you come pick me up? That's a sacrifice. All right? Sacrifice is essentially you're giving up something. You're giving up some form of comfortability or resource that you have for another individual. All right, or not even an individual in the sense of a brother, but for the Lord. Right, Saturday, you make time to do the work. All right, because the reality is your life is supposed to revolve around this ministry. Okay, so we know, like here in Nashville, camp is at 4 o'clock. Right, so from 4 till 6 to 6:30, shit, really 4 o'clock, really 4 o'clock until the end of the night, you're gonna be occupied. You're with bros, you're at camp, and you're fellowshipping. So that's off limits. It's just sacrifice, and sacrifice. Like I said, it's not enjoyable. Now, you don't grudge when you get brothers things. Scriptures speak against that. All right, but at the end of the day, the beloved brother Tazmak from Memphis was saying that this truth is all about sacrifice. That's just one out of many examples as to why being a prophet, there's no fun in it, in the sense of that. Do we enjoy our jobs? Absolutely. All right, but at the end of the day, we know this is business first. All right, we understand that we're here to fulfill the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We are here to do the work. All right, now I don't mean to ramble on. The traffic kind of cleared up, so I'm basically full steam ahead. So I'm not really gonna be able to read much precepts. So I'm trying to quote the best I can. But Yahushai had said, "I came to do the will of my Father which is in heaven." All right, Yahushai said, "If you love Him, you got to feed the flock. You got to feed the sheep." Okay, so that's what we're here for. We're here to teach. We're here to teach. We're here to build a connection with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We're not here to raise a family. All right, we're not here to, have fun. Okay, matter of fact, Micah 2:10. This is not our rest. We damn sure ain't in the Ecclesiastes 3. There's a time in 3:1. There's a time and a place under heaven for everything. We damn sure are not in the time for having fun. Look where we're at, bro. Whether you're in America or not, you're in hell. All right, but especially here in America, look around you, man. You think this is the place where you're supposed to raise a family and have fun and enjoy life? You can't enjoy this shit. All right? You can't enjoy it. The fun comes later, man. Work hard, then you can play. All right? Work first. All right? Work now, play later. You see? The scriptures say in Luke 6, talks about, "Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep." All right, because the men of the Lord, we're in a broken, contrite spirit. All right, we're suffering. Scriptures talk about a wise man, basically, don't scarcely smile. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, how men of the Lord are going to be in a house of mourning, not in a house of feasting. All right, that applies now more than ever. We're in hell, bro. The parable of the rich man and Lazarus. We're Lazarus. We're in hell right now, man. Pretty soon we're going to be good. Pretty soon we're going to be able to actually live life and have fun, but that's not now, bro. Okay? Like I said, don't be over righteous. Of course we have fun. We love our jobs, but we know that that's not what we're here for. All right, the end goal is ultimately to what? Matthew 24 and 13, I believe. Endure unto the end. All right, we gotta finish this course. That's our goal. That's what we're trying to do. Get on a chariot, man. Whether it's from guillotine taking our, severing our head from our body, or getting beamed up. That's ultimately what we're here for. To feed the flock. Wake up the elect. To pursue perfection to the best of our ability, rehearse the righteous acts and get the fuck out of here so we can actually begin living life. Right? But we're not in the time of life right now. All right, we're in the time of death. We're in the time of sorrow. We're in the time of darkness. Okay? So you got to, like the scriptures say, 2 Peter, I believe it's chapter 3. What manner of persons ought ye to be? What manner of persons ought you to be, man? Seeing that all these things are going to be destroyed, what manner of what type of conduct should you have? All right? How should you carry yourself? What should your mindset look like? And the answer is you're supposed to be hastening the day. All right, you're not hastening the day by seeking pleasure. You're not hastening the day by trying to have fun. All right, you're not hastening the day by trying to get your lick back. All right, you got to get out the flesh. All right, abstain from fleshly lusts. Okay, you got to walk in the spirit. All right, and the spirit should be on you to, now we're not saying, be droopy dog. Okay, you got to be optimistic. You got to be positive. All right, we got a lot to look forward to, but the things that we're looking forward to aren't here yet. Okay, so don't be one of them. Well, I'm gonna just live in a moment. I'm gonna, don't be in that Drake in Future spirit. Life is good. Laugh now, cry later. No, be in the opposite. Cry now. All right, go through hell now, and come out a champ. All right, but you got to keep your mind on, keep your head screwed on tight like a light bulb, man. Keep that light switch on, because Satan is trying to sift you as wheat. The tempter is always tempting. Okay, every day we go through things, where we go through scenarios where Satan is trying to get you out of character. Trying to get you to have some sort of discord with a brother. Trying to get you to doubt Yahweh Shema Shai. And we can't allow him to do that. All right, so, basically, then, it really, although the title is, there's no F-U-N in profit, there's no fun in profit, the main synopsis of this lesson is basically, have your mindset right. You got to understand why you're here, what you're here for, what the goal is. Okay? So, Lord willing that this was edifying, before I close, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Shalom.